If you gaze into the abyss for too long, the abyss gazes also into you. Now, how can we gain from this? Yo, what's going on, guys? So last video, we talked about how big can maps get and things of that nature, you know. We figured out that mystery real fucking fast. And we learned about something called the Void. Now, this was, again, a year ago, but we're going to continue the search today. Now, what is the Void? The Void, again, is if you fuck up one of your brushes in the hammer editor, the Void will seep in. Now, the Void is nothingness, apparently, quote-unquote, dude. I'm not too sure about ChatGPT. Now, we also asked ourselves 3 questions. The 3 questions being, what's in there? How far can you go? And how can we use it? This video is going to be trying to figure out the first question, maybe touch on the second one a little bit, but mostly the first. The effects and complications of the Void. Now, the plan is we were just going to load up a map and like start flying. So as an expert professional at Team Fortress 2, I chose process. We were just going to fly straight up. So I enabled its feed sheets and just started flying. It was very apparent it was going to take a while, so I turned on some commands as well. You know, host frame rate, time scale as well, things of that nature, dude. The effects kicked in faster. We started realizing that our gun was glitching out. Which makes sense, but it's starting to get you'll see very soon what happens. Interesting lighting. I'm gonna take this time to actually acknowledge Clicks Philip did this but in CSGO, but this is TF2, man. It's completely different, dude. Not even related. Nothing really changed for a bit, so I decided to take a shower and leave it running with plus forward, dude. Left some elevator music playing. And about 45 minutes later, I came back and holy shit, dude, the models got fucked, man. Going further, it's getting very apparent that this is, like, pretty bad. Now, in CSGO, it's not nearly as bad as this, you know, he traveled a couple million, and it was getting bad, but it wasn't nearly as bad as this. Now, my theory for this is that TF2 models are quite low in polys compared to other game models. So that's probably the fucking reason they're getting mangled and fucked up, which we'll see later, even more. But Jesus, man. Going further, another interesting thing around this time is that the soldier's second arm pops up. Yes, dude. Like the spy, he has another arm. Very weird. Now, you can usually see this arm if you go to original, equip that shit, turn up your weapon FOV. But here, it's just getting rolled, man. Fast forward again, server blights taking us over very slowly but surely. Maybe that's a theory, dude. Server blight came from the Void. Remember how I said we were going up? This is actually like really fucking interesting. Is that the position on the vertical axis actually capped out at the normal map height limit. Remember when we talked about the height limit? Yeah, around 15,000. Who knows what the fuck this means? After 2 hours of flying, I decided that's enough for like a first stress test, so I decided to stop that shit. Something weird I don't understand. Maybe get someone to explain that shit to us, dude. Another professional, like in the comment section. Is why like the whole Farlands effect doesn't exist if there's not a map leak. It just doesn't happen to me. In conclusion, what's in the Void? Curse of the Abyss, per se, you know, the farther in you go, the more you get fucking destroyed, slowly, and not just your model itself, your code is apparently getting just rolled by the position. Alright, in the next video, we'll probably try to see how far we can go. Might leave my computer running up for like a day, just seeing how far we can go. If you have any ideas, you can comment them, we can try those out as well. Maybe a normal video soon, but goodbye, ballings.